we're headed to Kauai. We're so excited. We're going on a trip. The kids are coming and we're going on a little 3-day excursion. It's going to be awesome.
So we took the flight from Honolulu to Kauai, and it was a very short flight, only about 45 minutes.
And we were flying out to Lahui, Kauai.
And when we got there, we rented a car from Turo.
And we headed out from Lahui because this is a 3-day trip. 3 days and 2 nights. So getting there at 9 in the morning, it's important to make use of the first day. The first really big sight we saw that put us in the mood was the lighthouse.
Yeah, and the lighthouse was really very interesting, absolutely picturesque. Kind of reminds me of something you'd see on the east coast of the mainland.
We're here at Kilauea National Wildlife Refuge. This is a place where there's humpback whales and turtles. It's actually a sanctuary on Kauai, and it's a beautiful vantage point. As you can see, there's a lighthouse and this little alcove with the beautiful turquoise waters coming in. Really, really nice.
And the color of the water there was just really deep blue, and something that is endless.
To get into the botanical area, you had to have a reservation. By this time we were getting hungry and we headed toward Princeville.
And Princeville is an area with lots of resorts and golfing facilities, and it's a really beautifully manicured place, and we saw this interesting fountain there. And I'm not sure we know a whole lot about it, but it was actually something that we stopped to take a look at.
That's right, it was kind of Greek Romanesque or something like that. Not what I would have expected from Hawaii, but sure, it's some developer's big idea, and that whole community was just designed to a T, and it kind of made us wish that we had booked a place there. But that is at the North Shore, the tip, toward the Nepali coast. Now, it's important to remember that you can't actually see the full Nepali coast, which is where Jurassic Park was filmed, the iconic scenes.
And you can't really see that from the land side in the same way you can from touring it from a catamaran or a boat in the ocean.
Thus, we planned that boat tour. We were able to go to this quaint little village called Hanalei. Now, there's a Hanalei village, there's a Hanalei pier, there's a Hanalei beach, and we did them all, and we were very, very pleased.
Hanalei has a lot to offer consumers, and there were certainly lots of people enjoying all types of activities there. Of course, we had a wonderful meal and an outdoor dining experience, but we also got to look through some of the shops that they have there, as well as some of the art and historical features of the area. We're at Hanalei Bay, and behind us the clouds are deep in the peaks of the mountains and making this one of the most mysterious places I've ever seen.
Absolutely. To our right over here is the beginning of the Hanalei Bay. All the way around to the top of the island, to the northern part, past a little town, Hanalei, where we had a lovely lunch with some great lava cake in it. Volcanoes are right here. So it was one of the best we had. And we're lucky enough to be here, like Kirk said, with the clouds. So it kind of takes the heat off by about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, there's a weather pattern that's coming in tomorrow, and it is bringing in all of these clouds. And it's actually lighting up the beautiful sun sky out here. And we hope that that's going to clear up for us to go out on the water tomorrow. But time will tell.
But no matter what, we are enjoying Kauai, one of the Hawaiian islands. Again, it's called the Garden Island.
Yes, it is.
Elliot said on the phone, he said, "You look so happy." God, Joe, you look so happy.
Wow. Did someone prompt you to say that?
That was the first day we got there. We got there early in the morning, but we wanted to get over to our Airbnb, which was on the other side of the island, over in Kikaha. So we made a day of it, got a few groceries, and did a nice meal.
So we woke up this morning to a little light rain, some overcast, a little mist, and you know that might not be a bad thing, because today we're heading to Waimea State Park, and we're going to be exploring the Little Grand Canyon of the Pacific, an exciting and adventurous place that we've been looking forward to for a long time.
We're enjoying Kauai so much. This is the Waimea Canyon. Drive down the windy roads or up and down, and on one side is the ocean, the Pacific coast with all the little islands over there, and here behind us is this beautiful canyon and mountain range.
Really awesome. You gotta see it.
Look, there's a little river, little bitty river down there, just like in the Grand Canyon. And I think it's called the Red River. The dirt here is very, very rich and red, which I wouldn't have expected on an island. But as you can see, the canyon walls here, and then it's hardly showing, but it's just a little stream. But up the way, there's a place called Red River Falls, or Red Dirt Falls. I think we're going to go there next.
But first, we're going to figure out how to get in that little river down there. Yeah, this stuff is off the chain red. I mean, it is deep, deep, almost maroon red. It's quite a sight to see, and unexpected too.
Yeah, it's like terracotta. It's like a big natural terracotta bowl. And that, my friends, is the Red Dirt Waterfalls. I've never seen one. It's kind of neat. Right beyond that ridge, that gray stuff, is the Pacific Ocean blending into the sky. You can't really tell where one begins and one ends. And one of the things that on the side of the road everywhere in Hawaii is this huge sugarcane looking stuff, okay? But we don't think it's sugarcane. We think it's what we call Johnson grass. This, my friends, is Hawaiian cowboy country. That's what they call it. The ranchers down there in the valley are raising cattle. Hawaiian cowboy country. We toured the canyon and the valley, and there were all types of nooks and crannies to see. You could just stop the car on the side of the road. The Pacific on one side, the canyon on the next.
Yeah, it was a pretty long day of traveling, but it was all worth it. There was some sweeping, iconic scenery of the canyon and the valleys, and you can see clear over to the coast and beyond.
Yeah, on a clear day, I'm sure you could see the other islands in the Waimea Canyon in the valley there. Climax of the trip.
I think it was worth the stop.
So we woke up on the third day to a little rain and some overcast, and we were so looking forward to our trip, our catamaran trip to the Nepali coast.
Here we are at the crack of dawn in the parking lot for the Hola Hola Charters tour in Kauai. Oh my gosh, it's a little new, it's a little scary, I won't lie, but we're all up for it. We're packed up and ready to go.
We got checked in, and even though we had experienced some rain, they told us that the tour was still on and that we would be able to get out on the seas that day. But the captain talked to us with a lot of cautionary language that kind of presented some red flags for our group.
Things like rough seas, broken bones, hanging on tight, many of you will be sick. These are the kinds of things that made us have second thoughts.
Due to the rough seas, that we might not be able to do some of the activities that we planned on the trip, which also kind of made us wonder, is this really right for us?
We decided it would be better to postpone this boat trip and go ahead and see the Nepali coast or enjoy Kauai on our last day in the car.
It was much better than hurling over the bow of the boat and feeling sick the whole day, and none of us wanted that.
But we made the best of it, and we headed out and we went over to Wailua Falls, and boy were we rewarded.
So the rain that we had been experiencing was actually a benefit to us now, because this glorious waterfall was just absolutely stunning.
It was raging with water, and we were able to fly the drone and get this wonderful footage and make a once-in-a-lifetime memory with our son and his wife.
And we were excited to see this because this was a stop that we would have previously had to give up. So, lose a little, one door closes, another door opens, and we were really excited to see this site.
So after the waterfalls, if that wasn't enough, we headed back up to the North Shore because, see, our third day, our flight wasn't going to leave Lihue until 8:30 that evening. So we still had a full day. Of course, we didn't have accommodations. We had checked out of the Airbnb, but it all worked out. We decided that we were going to see the Na Pali coast from land. So we went all the way back up to the North Shore, past Hanalei Bay, and up to the very northern tip, going through some private neighborhoods. We tried to get into one of the state parks that was way up there, but alas, you need a reservation.
And we were rewarded with a beautiful day at Anini Beach. And that was one of the stars of the trip. The sun was peeking back out, but not too hot, and the beach was glorious and had so many different features that made it very unique.
Just a game, 'cause I got high hopes.
We really got a feel of Kauai. The architecture has its own style. The beaches were not crowded. We even got some playtime in the water, and so we were very thankful for that.
And I think overall the island is so much greener than Oahu and really luscious with tropical plants and trees everywhere that it really gave us a different flavor of what Hawaii has to offer.
It sure does, and that must be why it's called the Garden Isle. Kauai, it's worth a shot.
Give it a try, you'll love it.